Alright, hey there. So I'm just going to talk over this Infernal Horde run that I recorded a little bit ago, just to give you guys some quick and easy tips on how to get the most out of your Infernal Horde runs in Season 5. So basic rundown of how this works, if you haven't run one yet, is you kill a bunch of monsters for these waves, and you gather this currency called Aether, which you then use at the end of the run to open chests for gear or materials or gold. So the more Aether you get, the more chests you can open, the more loot. So what you want to do is try to maximize the amount of Aether that you get throughout the run. And there's a couple different ways to do that. This is a level 5 compass that I'm running here, melting everything pretty easily. But typically on these runs I get around 300 Aether, which can open up a lot of chests. So you always want to, these boons right here, you always want to select the one, if you see the term HELLBORNE in the name, select that one. That's going to get you the most Aether. So the HELLBORNE are just easy to kill elites. They'll spawn, you kill them, they give you an Aether. So the HELLBORNE are going to spawn when you trigger an event. An event is triggered every time you fill up that red bar that you see on the right side. So you want to fill up that red bar as fast as possible and kill the HELLBORNE as fast as possible. Now this particular run, I didn't get the boon spawns that I wanted, the boons that you select in between waves. It's kind of RNG on those. Sometimes you're going to get HELLBORNE, which is great. Sometimes you're going to get Soul Spires or the Masses, which aren't that great, but it's just kind of triage. Like, if you don't see a HELLBORNE, then you go with this. If you don't see that, then you go with that. So I'm going to show you some other selections in here once we come to them. So you see we're at 42 Aether right now. I think on this run I got like 275 or so it's a little bit on the low side, but typically, like I said, I can get around 300. I think on the run before this I had 340. So on this one, the Aether Rush, that's another really good boon. If you see that one, select that one. It gives you a movement speed buff. Make you run really fast. They're killing some HELLBORNE. You see the Aether being picked up. Yep, there's the movement speed buff. So see how fast we're moving there. Now the Soul Spires, I don't like those because you have to stand near them to get them to go away. That's why I don't buff those. Whenever I see that boon, I ignore it. So the HELLBORNE are going to spawn 2 at a time, but there's another boon that you can get to make them spawn 3 at a time. Just keep blasting, keep blasting. Strong AoE builds are great for the Horde. So I got Lords, Masses. The Masses, I don't like to pick those unless I have to. Summon Lords is okay. Aether Lord is like a boss level mob that spawns. They're not that hard to kill. I'll give you 3 Aether each. So those are okay. There is another boon. I don't know if I get one in this run, but basically you select that boon and it makes all the normal monsters do 25% more damage, but you fill up that red bar 50% faster. So you're going to spawn more events and get more Aether. You see that red bubble that just burst on the ground? That's spawning an elite. So the other tip about these, the wave timer, when it gets to 0, all your Masses and all your Soul Spire events are going to despawn. But the events that spawn the elites, the lords, or the hellborne, once those are spawned, they stay until you kill them. So even if you don't kill them before the timer is up, you can still kill them and get the Aether. Hellborne invigorates you, that's another really good one. You get a really big attack speed buff when you kill Hellborne once you select that boon. You'll see it start here in a second. Oh. There it is. So right now I have the movement speed and the invigoration. That's one of the lords. It's the boss level mob. They still get melted pretty easily. They can be harder once you go higher on the compasses. Like if I was on a 7 or maybe a 6, it would be a little tough. I'm in a 5 right now. If you can clear pit 100 fairly easily, you can do a 5 or a 6 pretty easily too. It's another boss. This guy is kind of a pain just because he does that AoE attack. So if you have defensives for that. Then we've got the Surging Hellborne. That just makes another Hellborne spawn, so more Aether. You just try to stack those Hellborne boons as much as you can. Yep, and those big bubble bursts, those blood blister bursts, with those events that spawn the elites, you do have to walk near them to get them to burst and spawn the mob. So what I do is I typically just run over, let it start spawning, then I run away, and it'll chase you around. You don't have to hang out there. So you can just run over, spawn it, and then go back and start killing the normal mobs again. Yeah, when you have that red aura around you, that means you're invigorated. That means you have the attack speed buff. And for this last one, I got some bad boons. The mass boons, they suck. Almost accidentally selected that one. But I selected the Burning Rain. It's Hellfire, comes from the sky. You just have to dodge it. It's not bad, but it gives you a little bit more Aether after every wave. This is our last wave. It's 7 out of 7. So after this, we'll kill the bosses. This fireball build is really fun. Now the other cool thing about the movement speed and the invigoration buff is that after you finish the waves, you can carry them into the boss fight. They stay on you. It's not like the pit where if you have a shrine buff, it disappears when you go fight the boss. These stay with you. So if you have those, as soon as you kill those waves, go in and start the boss fight. Now with these bosses, the best strategy really is to try to kill them all at the same time. Don't kill one at a time like I'm doing here. Because when one dies, it sends a buff to the others. So if you kill 2 and there's only 1 left, he's going to be a lot stronger. So you want to try to kill those all at the same time, evenly. So I finished up with 278. Pretty good. So that'll allow me to open 13 chests, and you get And level 5, you get 20 Ingolith per chest. So that's 260 Ingolith. It's a lot more than running the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good mats out of here. Pretty good gold. So, yeah. Those are some tips for getting the most Aether as you can out of the Hordes. Have fun. Good luck. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit like. Hit subscribe to see some more videos that I put out in the future. But thanks for watching. Bye.